we're gonna talk about some stuff that's going on with Kick. Now, this video is by Xevi. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's very popular on TikTok and he's known for just like telling stories, stuff like that. So we're gonna talk about this, what's going on with Kick with this guy, and then I'm gonna talk about Kick in general and some stuff about Kai. Let's go and watch this video, talk about Mr. Somali and what's going on with him in Korea, basically.
What is going on with today's YouTube pranksters? It seems they keep trying to top each other so much, they're getting arrested and overall just doing wild things for attention. Now, I'm sure many of you know what I mean by YouTube pranksters. The YouTubers that walk over to people minding their own business, then do something absolutely wild.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, YouTube pranksters, bro, like, there's only certain good ones. Like, the Adrian Harden, he's really funny. And even though he is a prankster, he mostly just trolls, like, just around, and he knows when to stop. He knows when to stop trolling and like when to stop doing things. So he's straight because he doesn't actively go out of his way to bother people. There is people who literally go out of their way to bother people and annoy them, like to a certain extent where they get mad. It's just weird, bro. I don't know why people do that.
To them and then say, no, it was just a joke, no big deal. Now, people get tired of these pranks pretty quickly, so what do these pranksters have to do? They keep having to up the stakes for your attention. Nobody worse than a man named Johnny Somali, the king of these terrible YouTube pranksters that decided to take things to a level YouTube pranksters have never been taken before. And it led to some consequences. Now, right off the bat, Johnny Somali thrives off racism. That's his like main big thing. He goes over to a country, he's racist, tries to get attention, tries to get clicks and views.
What really upsets me is that people actually watch these people. Like, how is this entertaining for you? Like, genuinely, to people that watch this person on the Kick and any streamer who does that, how is that entertaining to you? Like, literally, how? Because them just going around annoying people and making people annoyed, and them just being blatantly racist, and them just messing with government property, that's funny? That's entertaining to you? Because me personally, there is just certain people that shouldn't be allowed to have communities, to have a lot of people watching them, and this nigga is one of them. Because, well, when he's gonna tell the whole story, but bro, like the stuff that he's doing even before this, why do people still watch him? That's just, some people just shouldn't be watched, and he's one of the people.
Very immature humor, but see, Johnny Somali had a problem. He didn't understand that different countries and different groups of people are different. He goes over to Israel, menace to society, wilding out. They say, okay, bro, leave. He goes over to Japan, menace to society, wilding out. He getting clicks and views. Japanese people are like, yo, bro, like, chill. Johnny's like, nah, people kind of liking this Asian racism thing. I'm gonna keep going. So he keeps going. And he's just a menace, ruining people's day. So the Japanese government steps in. They tell him, look, dude, we're gonna arrest you. He said, it's just a prank. They arrest him. He says, you know, it was just a prank. They said, all right, that's what I thought, leave Japan.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You using that as your scapegoat is the problem. Like, bro, just because it's just a prank doesn't mean that you're actively bothering somebody. Like, bro, you're disturbing people's peace in their day. Like, if you go to somebody and try to prank them, and they obviously, like, people will let you know if they're approachable or they're not approachable by the way they act on first interaction. So first interaction, then you can tell they're not approachable and you're still approaching them. That is a problem, bro. Like, and they gonna use that against you, and when real consequences come on, you're gonna say, oh, I was just trolling, it was a prank. Like, you can't keep using it as your scapegoat every single time. That's just, it's not even funny.
So he leaves Japan. They let him go because you don't want to get into arresting someone else's citizen, especially for something relatively minor like disturbing the peace. If he did something like wild on the streets of Japan, then they could arrest him, nobody complains, blah, 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 blah. But instead of taking his win there, Johnny decides to go to South Korea. He said, Japan, Asian, South Korea, Asian. They like when I was racist in Japan. Let me just try it in South Korea. South Korean said, and here's where it starts to get wicked. So it turns out there's a big community of IRL South Korean YouTubers. If you don't know what that is, that's when YouTubers walk around the streets and, you know, show their life. Now, Johnny Somali is also an IRL streamer. He streams all the crazy antics that he does. So Johnny's
Which
doing
is
his
crazy.
little antics, being racist, being a menace, and all that. Korean YouTubers were like, yo, can somebody tell us where Johnny at? Johnny said, why y'all want to know? They said, Johnny, just drop the low. We just want to talk. Johnny said, no. I ain't scared of y'all, but I'm just going to not drop the low just to be safe. Oh, and something to note is racism was coming in hot from the other side, too. This isn't a battle of who is more racist. It's just something to note. Anyway, but then Johnny takes things a step further. Here, I don't know if I said it where it starts to get wicked, but I'm going to say it again. Here's where it starts to get wicked. He goes over to a statue made in honor of the women who suffered through Japan's terrible behavior while they occupied many Asian countries. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, don't let all that kawaii stuff fool you. Japan was a war people, always at war with each other. When they stopped being at war with each other, they said, let's just take the war to everybody else. Started winning a bunch of wars, started doing really terrible things to the people whose countries they occupied. That being said, Johnny Somali kisses the statue, starts dancing on the statue, starts wilding out. Korean people were pretty outraged, and they
like, that's just not like, it's certain things that you just don't do. This is one of the things you don't do. Like, bro, that statue has history to that country. Like it doesn't matter if you're trying to get views. If you're like the view culture is so bad, because if you're doing all that just for views and clicks, that shows what your morals are. That statue is worth, like, that is their country. Like, that means a lot to their country. And you know that, because obviously you can tell what a statue is, and it tells you. And you're gonna kiss it, and then you're gonna dance in front of it like it's just funny, like it's a prank. It's just...
Start explaining to him, dude, you're tripping. Like, this is real. That was a dark history, dark time. He doubles down. He makes a video saying, I don't apologize. Y'all not gonna do anything about it. I know what I did, and I do it again. But then Johnny ups the stakes even more. He said, y'all want the low? I'm right here. I ain't hiding about it. He starts walking down the streets of Korea saying, anybody want to come through? Come through. I'm not scared. Same day. So they said, fine, Johnny, you upping it? We gonna up it again.
Stupid.
Another streamer finds him. No talking, runs over, whop, put in the...
Makes sense, bro. Makes sense, bro. Like, that's just makes sense, bro. Like, imagine if he did that. Like, imagine, bro. Like, you're doing it in another country because you think it doesn't matter because it's not America. Like, bro, that's just so disrespectful. Of course, that's immediate hands. That's immediate hands. Like, that's like, for example, say you have like somebody in your bio, somebody who passed away, something like that, and he posts on his story him making a song to it, or him posting it and dancing about it. Like, that's just disrespectful, bro. That's just immediate hands, bro. That's immediate hands. Immediate.
Hands on him. A Korean IRL streamer ups the stakes. He said, okay, Johnny, you want to do all that? Now I got a bounty on bro. Y'all tell me where bro is, and I'll give you some money. So people start finding out where Johnny is. People start reporting on his whereabouts. They say, okay, bro went to get some pizza. They're actually tracking him down. They say, bro went to get some pizza at this time.
Makes sense, bro.
That means he must be at this location or this location at this time. Korean IRL YouTubers, streamers start searching locations where he might be around. They all suddenly stop their streams. This is serious because they don't want Johnny knowing that they're getting
This is
close
crazy,
to
bro.
him. Because all that talk he's saying, come at me. Y'all know where to find me. He not dropping no location. They know he's scared. And they want him. Suddenly an IRL streamer finds him, puts the camera to his face and says, I got you, Johnny. You not talking all that talk. What's going on, Johnny? I ain't scared. Wow! That Korean IRL streamer hits him with a mean right or left. I don't know. But anyway, Johnny on the float. Korean streamer like, what's going on? You was talking all that. What's going on? Johnny like, nah, chill. Korean streamer stomping on bro. But he does this right in front of the police. So the police grab the streamer. They're like, yo, chill, man. The Korean streamer still talking, saying you disrespecting our country, all that. The police were like, okay, word, but you can't just be putting your hands on people, so they take the Korean streamer away. Then Johnny does what all pranksters do. He gets on the camera and he says, it was just a prank. I don't know why they're that mad, man. He gets a comment saying,
see, those type of people have no, like, human, like, connection. They don't know how humans operate or anything. Like, bro, that is so, like, it's certain things that you just don't do. Like, yes, I understand that a lot of people take jokes too serious sometimes. I get it, I understand that. But that is not something that you can joke about. A country that has memorabilia like that is sacred to them, and you're gonna just disrespect like that and then get mad when you get pulled up on. And it's the fact that you called them out and said, "Oh, pull up on me, what you gonna do?" And then you get stomped on and then say, "Oh, I was just..." Oh my god, bro.
Where the location? I said, no, they already hurt me. Why? They said, where the location, Johnny? We not finished. Where the location? Johnny starts hiding. And at this point, it's whenever Johnny is seen on the streets, his location is tracked, streamers come through, and they start throwing them things. This is not a good look for the Korean government. So they say, yo, man, we got to do something about this. They bring it up in an assembly meeting. This politician's like, hey, can I have everybody's attention? Have y'all heard of Johnny Somali? Everybody's like, who that? Other higher ranking officials were like, we've heard of him. We're monitoring the situation. The politician that brought it up was like, well, y'all better monitor faster because this is getting out of hand. He shows everybody in the room that video of Johnny Somali wilding on that statue. Everyone said,
P.F. Chang's invites you to celebrate the
just so
holidays
insane,
with
bro.
fried chicken and bubbles.
That's just so nasty, bro.
Before discovering Walden University, I wasn't sure I'd have the time to...
where he at? Johnny said, yee, it's getting hot up in Korea, so he hops on an airplane. They pull him out the airplane. They said, where you going, son? He said, no, I'm about to leave. They said, nah, wait right here. We want to talk to you. He said, who want to talk to me? They said, the Korean government want to talk to you. He said, about what? They said, about prison. The South Korean government says, look, we're just going to cut to the chase, Johnny. You facing 10 years. Johnny said, 10? No, y'all can't arrest me. I was just doing pranks. They said, yo, chill, my baby. We didn't say we was going to give you 10 years. We said you facing 10 years. Now, remember when I told you earlier, countries don't really like stepping over boundaries, like arresting other people's citizens? Well, the Korean government said they found evidence of him doing and him illegally paying to watch Netflix with women. Now, let me be a little more clear. They're investigating if he's done these things. On top of that, disturbing the peace and like a bunch of little charges that they can find on him. And while they finalize their investigation, Johnny is not allowed to leave Korea. And Johnny's stance is, y'all finna arrest me for 10 years for doing some pranks? The Korean government said, again, we not gonna arrest you. We're trying to arrest you. And until we figure out how, wait right there. But this seems like a strategy just to stop people from doing crazy things like this in the future, excluding the more serious charges that he might be in trouble for. But really the worst part for Johnny Somali is nobody cares if he gets locked up. Maybe, because remember I told you cultures and countries are different. It depends on where he's from. I just looked it up. It seems he's from America. America doesn't really like when people lock up their citizens. They rather say, yo, bring them over here. We're going to deal with them on our own. And South Korea probably doesn't want to step on America's toes. So yeah, again, they're probably going to let them go. With probably a lifetime ban from Korea, which will knock down the dominoes for lifetime bans for a bunch of other countries. But all in all, I think it's time to let go of the days of YouTube pranksters. When does it ever last, you know? Like it always gets to a point where the prankster has to take things way overboard to keep their fan base. And the minute they stop being funny, it's the same minute everyone will stop following them.
Like, that's the thing, bro. Like, there's certain lines that you shouldn't cross, bro. And that's one of them, bro. Like, that's one of the main problems of Kick, is that Kick is a great platform for people who are just starting out and they're giving out deals and stuff. That's excellent. That's great. But the problem with it is just the platform and the people that are on it. You have people like Johnny Somali. You have Jake Doherty. You have people who are doing the homeless thing where they're taking the homeless person there and leaving them there. Those people are on that platform and changing it and allowing people to not want to be on there. Kai Cenat got a deal where he could have had up to 60 million in his contract, and I'm assuming he didn't take it because obviously he was betting on himself and he just loved Twitch more. But also, like, people was getting mad at Kai because he didn't want to get on the Kick with the rest of his friends. But also, that platform just wasn't good. That's why people are leaving the platform. Bruce, your age, you don't know if he's leaving or not, but it seems like he is. And there's a rumor going around that Aiden left the platform. Like, it's just so many things that's wrong with Kick that they need to fix in order to even compete with Twitch. So I just think that Johnny Somali, even if he doesn't get up to 10 years, he needs to learn from this. And he needs to understand, like, okay, I understand that the pranking, yeah, that's fine. But he needs to understand the level of pranking. Like, bro, you dancing in front of that statue is insane to do. Like, that's not even something funny. That's just something that, like, that's just weird. And you did that for, what, a couple of views on Kick? I don't know how much views average, I don't know. But the fact that you did that, and then you try to make an apology, tell someone you're sorry and stuff. Like, you had multiple chances to apologize, multiple chances to leave. But no, you're going to stay, keep on doing wild stuff like that. Like, people are just weird, bro. Like, Kick needs to fix the platform. They need to stop allowing these people to be on here. Like, he should have been gone. He should have been gone. They're trying, they got rid of Fuzi, because Fuzi, he needs help too. So, they're trying. Next, we're going to watch another Kai video. This is where Kai worked at McDonald's with